Oh, we are live.
Hello. Are we
We are
live?
we are live.
We are
Yeah,
live.
having technical difficulties all over the place.
I mean, we
What's
never said that we were not going to have technical difficulties. Actually, it's been quite smooth sailing, so actually they were due.
yeah? So what's up, guys? Nick Carlin from the Wyld Stallions here, along with Derek Long.
Derek Long, also the Wild Stallions,
And what am I doing?
counting down again.
I know I lost. Oh, that one. There we go. What's up, buddy?
Anyway, how are you doing today? Fabulous.
Doing
Thanks
good.
for it. So anyway, we have released our introductions, Wild Stallions Builders. If you haven't checked them out, make sure go everybody and Facebook, Instagram, check on that. Follow those builders because we're gonna have a hell of a run to the end of the finale this year with people's ideas are already coming to fruition. People are already building. I mean, so I think we're gonna have one hell of a show coming around when it comes to August. So get on the bandwagon now. Start checking out, scoping the builders, and seeing what's what.
Yeah,
Also, let's talk about our Cincinnati trip while we're at it.
uh, I can't believe that some of the builders are as far along as they are. Like it's pretty ridiculous. I feel kind of
Yeah.
lazy.
So we had Frankie Grimes in the car with us on Saturday when we went down to Cincinnati, and he was all pumping us with, "Oh, I got this. We're doing this. We're doing this." And I was like, "You know where that ends right here at these front seats, buddy. Sorry, we haven't got anywhere with our shit yet."
Yeah,
And he was quite disappointed in us. He was like, "I'm not mad, but I'm just disappointed." And
yeah,
really, we just drove in silence for a while, just bearing that weight of disappointment for a while.
a full-on disappointed dad in the back seat the whole ride
Yeah,
there.
his arms crossed, everything. I tried not to look, but it was difficult.
So, what'd you think of the show?
Anyway, let's start with Cincinnati because, like, I do have, my brother Scotty lived down there. His father's from the outskirts and stuff. So, been around Cincinnati, but like I always say, you got to really immerse yourself in the city. Don't just go downtown. And that really proved to be true in this aspect. This over the Rhine neighborhood, really, I mean, fuck you, put me in one of these dollhouse little things and fucking I'll live there happily because they're gorgeous. All the row houses with the architecture that's all, very unique. I really enjoyed that aspect. The history of the architecture, stuff like that. Um, it's just I love that old architecture of that. And like I sent my brother a bunch of pictures, my brother Daniel, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know Ohio looked like that." And I was like, "Well, Cincinnati is a different beast in comparison to anything north of Dayton." And he was trying to compare it to like Mansfield. Well, there's no comparison Cincinnati to Mansfield. We rode all through that. I mean, it's a different city altogether. Really, Mansfield's kinda like an old prison town, whereas Cincinnati is like an old booming place that had its rough ships, and now it's, just like Detroit, it's kinda doing these improvements and stuff like that, and, um but the way I explained it to him was, like, the way that I pictured it was Detroit/Baltimore built out of red brick and stone.
Okay, I could see that.
Because there's lots of brick there. Um, and then the churches were all mainly like a stone built, like quarry stone, big. blocks of stone. So, like, you didn't have just red brick like St. Louis or, there's, areas in the outskirts of Detroit that's red bricks and others, but I don't know, that our old architecture with the somebody put pride into that. That's what I really like, it's been set to rot, and it's still really great.
I see some like it was weird. Some blocks had buildings all boarded up and under construction, but then like the next block had the houses all done up and
Mhm.
the unique colors and whatnot along the street. So that was kind of
I really loved the art.
oh
Like, I
yeah,
took
yeah,
and put together the, pictures of the art, on the sides of the walls, just the things they popped up, really great environment. Like, I didn't yeah, I liked where we had naturally parked. Like, I was calling it, like, the, warehouse looking district and stuff like that because a lot of overhead doors, not a lot of, like, house is, but still, like, old buildings. Like, that one that we were parked across from, like I said, if I coulda got a steal on that and there was some reason for me to be, down there to work out of it, it'd have been a fabulous workstation. A great, work slash, um, studio to kinda, like, do whatever you want with, and, I said it to you, and, yeah, like, I either like the intricacy intricacies of the old city or put me out in the country, that in between, I don't care for.
yeah,
So, like, the old architecture of the early turn of the century down there, the row houses, it really did seem like you were almost in a bowl in Cincinnati because of all the hillside neighborhoods almost, like, looking down on you. But, yeah, I mean, like, this over the Rhine gentrification is what it really looks like, but, I mean, god damn, it's like the old architecture, even the buildings are still cleaned up, like, that are missing windows, stuff like that, like, look like they can be repurposed. A lot of, history there, and that's what I really it wasn't we weren't downtown, like, we were quite a ways out of downtown if, looking at the, shots there that you got with the damn, drone. Like, it wasn't just, like, Midtown, New Center Detroit where it's like you're half a mile out of downtown or whatever, you were quite a ways, it looked like.
yeah. We were kind of on the outskirts, but still in town. What'd you say?
Yeah.
From where we were at, we were gonna go meet Scotty, but it was like 40 minutes
Yeah,
away.
like, one of the whole reasons I even went down to Ohio to see Scotty, and it's like, we were in the northeast corner of downtown Cincinnati, Cincinnati proper, and he's, like, outskirts on the east side, and for us to get there, it would have been, like, an hour, and then I don't know what it is with Franklin, but it's like, "Yeah, I kinda need to go home because I got broken pipes."
Right.
We're like, "Oh, that is an actual thing that needs to be taken care of." "Oh, well, just I'll just get there and deal with it when I get there." No, like, come on, man.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that, like, that was a part of the whole
Yeah. I don't know. That's Frank though. He's weird. So, so what'd you think of the show? This is your first time attending. My
Yeah,
first
first
time
time
too.
attending, and, so start with great neighborhood, they kinda explore, go through, parking sucked, absolutely sucked.
That
So,
it did.
like, other than the parking of it, um, show was great, a little bit of a smaller venue than, like, other shows we went to, but it felt intimate.
Yeah.
Um, they, had bikes up on their, kegs and stuff with the floor on top of that, and then around, um, and, they even had them strapped to the uprights of the, like, the main, and I thought that
The
was really
pillars of the
cool.
building.
The pillars of the building, yes. And I mean, like, I thought that was really cool that they did that, and, it was just one of those, like, you can see they put that effort in. It's not just somebody rolled in a bunch of just, "Yeah, we're gonna have people come by," and, they put time into it. Obviously, this is their 10th year. Glad we were able to make it, for, this, and actually, I think last year was 10 years, but I can tell you right now. 2015, yeah, last year was, 10 years, so this would be their 11th year at it, so great location. Obviously, they got a nice, relationship with the Reinhardts there with everything that it looks like they've got going on, and, um, yeah, just a cool little location with bad parking, but other than that, and I wish, like, we went down there and they're working on the cas cascade, the outside of that building right now. So we did have you couldn't see the building that we were in. It was all covered by, the tarps and the,
Yeah,
um,
scaffolding and whatnot.
scaffolding that was all on the outside. So really the picture of the building next door was really the one that we were able to see, but, um, yeah, historical area, there used to be 10 breweries in the area, stuff like that. That's a history that I like to see. They had that train that came through the area, which, I mean, I could probably walk as fast as that train seemed to be moving around,
Oh,
so
the little street trolley.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, I don't know if it gets you anywhere fast, but I'm sure that it's fun, I guess, if you
better
have
than
time for all
walking.
that. If you say so. I mean, we went to the, Findlay Market, that was a great time. It looked like you seen cuts of meat there that you never seen before.
Yeah, yeah, they had like chicken feet or something. I don't know. That
Chicken
was
feet, cow tongue, they had chicken neck, they had, um, pig's feet, they had, um, most of the things that, like, you see in a true butcher, and that was what it was. It was a true butcher. So, like,
yeah, it was definitely a unique experience.
now I'm thinking about it, man, fucking I'd go for 3 more of those goddamn cookies. They were delicious.
And I told Franklin as we were walking in there that me and Ash went to a place in Milwaukee that was kind of like that, and they had a little barbecue restaurant there we ate at. So while we're in Milwaukee, we can check out a similar spot if we have time.
Okay, like a farmer's market scenario.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm good because, like, I know that it's coming quick, and I have got nothing planned for me and Franklin's date yet, nothing. Like, I know we're gonna, like, go and look at, doing the thing,
the
I'm gonna keep
domes
the domes with the flowers in it. I'm gonna keep pushing this until Franklin is extremely
uncomfortable.
awkward about it and uncomfortable, and, so, like, I mean, that can't be the only thing. I mean, like, yeah, we might as well go out to the farmer's market again, and, we could find a really long breadstick, and he can start on one end, I'll start on the other one, nibble ourselves in.
He's definitely lady, and you are the tramp in that
Oh,
scenario.
yeah, I'll own that. I'll own that, I'll be the tramp.
So with the garage brood, what kind of bikes were there, and
So,
how many were there?
ooh, I seen that number, but I ain't gonna quote that because I don't know it. But, I mean, like, had a decent amount of, ability there for everything that was there. Then they had, like, 2 bikes in between each upright about, um, 3 on the end of, 3 well, they had the racer row, it looked like there, where it was, like, different sizes of, bikes, and I made a joke because the smallest bike in the whole goddamn place is being held up by 3 kegs, so it must have been the heaviest, but, nobody got it, it went right over their head, you know? They asked me to leave, pointed at the door, but other than that, you wanna take a swing at it, maybe like, how about a, 50, 75?
Bikes?
Yeah,
Um, maybe. Yeah, I'd say probably 50.
Frank keeps sending me messages, throwing me off. Thanks, Frank.
Hmm,
Shut off the Weller for this, Frank. Um,
Frank.
but anyway, like, I'm really interested in seeing the finished product of all the pictures and everything that you, acquired during the time period that we were in Cincinnati, um, the
Different
drone
videos.
footage, the different videos, the stuff. I mean, really, that's one of the reasons why we went down there because we got Milwaukee coming up in, you know, 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks?
Is it
Two and
even
a
2
half
weeks?
weeks?
Yeah. So, I mean, we really wanna put on, like, good time there where we're recording everything, seeing what we're doing, showing everybody where we're at, and, give us well, then we found out that Marty was gonna be in it, like,
Yeah,
so enough said. We were already gonna be I mean, if we would've known Marty was gonna be there already, we would've
made
put
the
a little
trip.
more stock into thinking of just making the trip just because, but, I knew this was, like, Cincinnati and Scotty was down there, so, "Hey, let's take the trip," and, you actually called it. I was like, "Yeah, I kinda wanna go." And, but it is Cincinnati Cafe Racers.
Yeah, that's what I
So, I
was.
mean, you get a lot of that, which, I mean, it's great. I mean, there are those bikes that we like. They threw a couple in there that like the gentleman that we're gonna be bringing on here, his name's Ben Matthews here shortly, Wrench Benders at YouTube. Really, we didn't even meet him, just we were really looking at his bike and really like, man, it stands out to us. So, like, we really put some time looking at it, stuff like that, its own personality, and that's what we like. So, you know, kinda reached out after the fact, but, I mean, the show's a great time. I mean, going through, that old building, being able to see what, they had stuff all in there, great crowd, um, and it was their show, and it was a great show and it looks like they got a family of people doing that too. Because like, you start looking at the people that are there, and I started, Bill DeVoe, Bill DeVoe's deep into that, so I seen a thing there, so, I followed him and stuff, and he's got other people that are with him, like the whole going together, trying to figure out what's going on, remember to come down to this and tagging people and people tagging him. So it looks like it's like a definitely well, you seen us in year 1. They had their, fricking T's crossed and their I's dotted, it looked like far before,
We
we
did.
got there on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah. Um, yeah, no, it was a really cool show. Like you said, it was a lot of cafe racers. Um,
I mean, it's literally,
not
like, in the group's name that puts it on Cincinnati Cafe Racer. So, I mean, like, I knew what we were trying to get in like, what we were looking at going in, and then again, I mean, Frankie was in there last year. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, like, but Frankie was
you're
in there
good.
last year, and we were like, "Man, Frankie's bike stands out in this crowd of Cafe Racer bikes," and, like, we kinda, like, knew from last year what we were gonna be looking at too. But, to have Marty's bike there, which is I'd like to know how long so I could actually quote how long that bike is,
How
but,
long it
like,
is.
it is it essentially made a barricade at the end of, everything, so everybody walked around it when it got to the end of the stage area for Garage Brood. So, you walk into it, and then you had to take a left, and then you had to take a right to get back out of there
Yeah.
because it's a quite a long bike, and, you know so when we were looking through everything, we were seeing, bikes, obviously, that bike really stood out to us, it really did, in comparison to the other things that were on the stage and stuff, and it looked like their basic quo is, and, then we started looking at this, Ben Matthews bike, um, and I mean, like, I really came up and you were already, like, taking so Frankie says that he thinks that Marty's bike is around 11 foot end to end. I think it's longer than that.
Hmm.
I think it's longer than that, I swear. 11?
Oh, yeah. They're Frank's in the chat on YouTube now.
Is he saying it there too?
No. He just
Oh,
said, I made it.
no, I made it. Yeah, because he just said, "Oh shit, it's Wednesday."
Um so 11 feet? Yeah, maybe.
I don't
I
know.
don't it's ridiculously long.
I don't know. It seems. I don't know.
But yeah, out of all
I
the
don't think I
bikes
could slam dunk it. So I mean, I guess he's right around 11 because I cut off right around 10, 10, 5.
for your vertical,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
all done. Hmm. But speaking of, I, was walking in Cincinnati, you were walking right around me. I slipped, like, 2 good times and caught myself, and I was like, "Oh, okay, it's a little sore, but it ain't nothing." And I came home after I, got home and everything, and I slept, and then it was like locked
Because
up.
you're old, dude.
Yeah, I know. So I was just, like, letting you know if it hasn't happened yet, you got something to look forward to.
Yeah, no. Um, decrepit at this point. But
No,
anyway,
like, it was just the some of the areas weren't clean sidewalk, like I said, it looked like people are putting money into certain things, other things are still just there, and, yeah, I caught a couple of them, slip and catch yourselves, and my back have been letting me know for, like, 3 days now.
that mess you up at work.
No, actually, I haven't been doing anything, thank you for, bringing that out.
Oh. Well, anyway,
You know what I
back to the
did? Yeah, you went
show.
back to work yesterday, didn't you?
Monday. I went back to work Monday.
Yeah, okay, so I don't even know what fucking day it is, so I'll
I
tell
was
you right
gonna
there.
say it's Wednesday. Yeah.
Wednesday.
So
So,
anyway, back to the show.
that's
We're
why we're here.
kind of, I don't know, chopper guys, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
That's our main thing. Um, so there were a couple of bikes, like Marty's
Mhm,
bike, Ben's bike, who we got sitting in the waiting room right now.
mhm.
Um, there was a Buell.
Night moves isn't straight buell when you look at that, but, like, I used a couple of pieces, they used the front end, stuff like that, but it wasn't like crotch rocket bike.
Yeah, it did a lot of really nice custom. And then they had the faux pan head that I didn't even realize.
Mhm.
I was sending pictures of that shit to my dad because he really likes pan heads. And then you're like, that's an Evo motor. I was like, what?
Yeah,
No.
you just take it and you can see on, like, the side